Welcome to PCMC, Pop Culture Man Children. It's what the teens on the streets call PCMC.
Is that what they're doing these days?
That's what the teens are. Listen, I'm tapped into the teen market, and I know they're into Skibbity toilets, which now has action figures, by the way.
Oh, you're like 3 years too late on that.
Yeah, you are.
Not on the action figures.
You are. You're late.
Yeah, you're late.
The action figures have been around for 3 years?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get a Chad action figure?
No, I didn't.
Well, I see you're slacking.
These are the voices of my good friends and yours. First, we've got Mr. Emilio Sparks.
Hi-yo.
Emilio, how you doing?
I was good until we used the microwave.
We'll get to that. And that's right, another person, Mr. Vincent Forte.
Oh, my God. Look at this bountiful feast we are about to receive.
Oh, God, this is
the two most contributors of PCMC.
Yeah. We really should have waited for Thanksgiving for this, actually. This would have been a great Thanksgiving episode.
It could have been our Friendsgiving episode.
Yes. I think it's funny that we do these things with you because you are like, my body is my temple. I don't want to ingest anything that's...
Not today.
Yeah,
now
not
your
today.
body's...
I'm a good friend because I commit to the bit.
No, now your body's a Dollar Tree today.
It probably
Your body's $1 general.
Yeah.
I commit to the bit. This is how much I love you and this show.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're going to commit to the shit after eating this. This is...
Well, so this was... So they know because they clicked on this, but let's set the table anyway. That's what they taught me at Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
I went to the Arthur Murray School of Broadcasting.
Vin, I believe this was your idea? Was this your concept? Couldn't have been yours.
I think we were talking about, like, frozen dinners in general.
Okay, so for full context here, folks, me and Vin Forte talk almost every night for hours on the phone because, well, we're single, lonely men, and we rely on each other for friendship and talking each other off the ledge.
Yes.
Shout out to Phil Lindsay as well, who's
sleep?
another friend of ours.
Do you fall asleep together on the phone, like that scene in Harry Met Sally?
Well, to be completely honest, sometimes Vin will pass out and we'll hear him snore.
Nice.
And me and my other friend Phil will talk on the phone, and then Vin will wake up and not miss a beat. Sometimes I go Betty bye, and then I wake up.
Last night, Phil went to sleep.
Okay.
So the three of you.
Yeah. It's like...
I get in on this, but you don't take phone calls.
Yeah.
I was going to say, can I tell you, I've never been happy to not be part of this.
Yeah.
It's like girl talk. You just sit on a hotline and you just talk to your friends.
So were you having a conversation about...
So we were talking... Because we always get into just old school... just old school nostalgia stuff. Sure. And I was like, hey, Vin, when was the last time you ate a frozen TV dinner? Mm-hmm. And he was like, you know what? I don't know. And I was like, hey, do you remember Kids Cuisine?
I was like, oh, they still make them.
I was like, no, they don't.
Kid Cuisine.
Then we did a quick Google search, and lo and behold, they do. And he's like, we should pitch this to Mikey. I was like, you know what? I gave 2 pitches already. I can't give a third. You pitch.
You can't give a third. Hilarious.
What are you, the police? You have quotas now?
Oh, God, I'm just processing a lot of the information.
We're staring at the 3.
I know we should start
right now.
tasting this because it's going to turn to stone.
So it's
the long and short is that Mikey went to the store and got 3 Kid Cuisines, and they look
horrible,
sad.
Yeah, there's a lot to say here. We got 3 meals here. We got popcorn chicken with the fries, crinkle fries, some corn, and a brownie with sprinkles. We got a chicken nugget with also corn and a brownie and mac and cheese. And we got a Kid Cuisine Level Up. That's
for your older brother.
Yeah. This is cheese quesadillas with vanilla cookies and chocolate sauce. So we're going to all try. We all have to. I'm a vegetarian. Emilio has given up sweets for something. I don't know. He don't like sugar. So we're all going to try this food. It's going to be a little bit of a taste test. Remember, gentlemen, you want to taste something 3 times. 1 to get a bit of it. 1 to, the first one to establish their palate. Yep. The second one, I think, I forget.
The aromatics.
And then the third one is to make your final decision.
That fucking guy like licking the ice cream.
Well, that's what it is because you have to get the aromatics of the taste into your mouth. Okay. What I want to know is, so they think the vegetable for healthiness is corn?
No, they think that corn lasts a long time in packaging. And
Like no broccoli?
It's good to No, it's hard to microwave broccoli. Where do we begin? First of all, let me say the one with fries, the shrinkflation's out of control here. It's barely any fries. Unbelievable. All right, I'm going to try a fry.
Count the fries.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That sounds like
by
more.
him saying there's 11 fries. They're like the size of your pinky, like the tip of your pinky.
But for a child, isn't this a meal that's satiating?
No. Okay, it's a little bit. No, it might be enough for a kid. But 4 years ago, this same product probably had more stuff in it. So I don't know. Maybe we didn't cook it enough. It does have a little bit of a freezer burntness to it. I also had to travel very far to get us. We live in Staten Island. I had to travel to not one but two different Walmarts to find it.
Okay, there was
Very lukewarm.
no flavor to the fries. Very wet.
I'm going for another. Very wet.
And it tastes like if you were to eat soggy cardboard.
It's definitely soggy.
It's definitely fry adjacent.
I'm going to go in and try a popcorn chicken.
All right.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that we use the microwave, but
Yeah, you have some, like we've figured out that microwaves don't kill us.
that's what they want you to believe.
Okay. Big microwave, you mean?
Big microwave.
How's that popcorn chicken?
It doesn't taste like chicken. You could taste the breading and a little bit of the pepper spice.
There is a little pepper to it.
There is a kick.
Yeah. It looks like much more breading on that than the chicken nuggets. By the way, in this whole line, there are a few other ones that we couldn't get our hands on, right? There's
There's like a mini corn dog one.
Yeah. And then there's one more I can't remember. But there's no red meat in any of them, no hamburger or anything, which is interesting.
No.
It's just different ways of chicken.
I'm
and then,
looking
of
at the
course,
corn
quesadilla.
in the popcorn shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh, not popcorn shrimp, the popcorn chicken.
Yeah.
And it looks like a pool. It looks like it's like,
It's all water, yeah.
why?
This is going to be so bland.
Yeah. Try that.
I'm sure that just tastes like corn.
Yeah, but I would, even as a kid, which I ate this shit as a kid,
We all did.
I would put butter on that. I'd be
Same.
like, this needs butter.
Same.
Yeah.
I used to get really excited when it would be Friday night. You'd go get a video from the video store.
Yeah.
And your mom would be like, do you want kid cuisine? And I'd be like, yeah, why not? Instead of McDonald's, sure. And she would get it, and the portions felt bountiful.
Yeah, when you're a kid, absolutely.
I don't.
So you had no problem with microwave food then?
As a child, no. Then I grew up and found myself.
See, I don't have any superstition about the microwave itself and the technology. To me, the problem is the low quality meats.
Read the nutritional value of that, please.
Okay, so
How much dextrose is in this bad boy?
so starting with the chicken nugget. Let's start with the popcorn chicken one. So one meal is one serving. So we're talking 470 calories, 19 grams of fat, cholesterol 25 milligrams, sodium 650. Frozen stuff always has a huge amount of salt to preserve it. 5 grams of fiber, 12 grams of sugar, which for something that has a brownie in it, that actually sounds low.
Too low.
Brownie then.
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's not brownie. It's chocolate cake. Water, wheat flour, sugar, soybean oil, cocoa powder, processed with alkali.
Poison.
Eggs,
Don't poison.
Calcium, dihydrogen phosphates,
Poison.
natural flavor,
Poison.
sodium, aluminum phosphate.
Poison.
Aluminum.
Great.
Do we want to try this cake?
I guess.
You guys can try the cake.
I'll cut off a little.
Go ahead. Cut it for good luck.
The-
Gotta cut the cake for good luck. Kevin, make a mess.
Say I'm getting sprinkles everywhere.
They also put a big pack of sprinkles in it. So you put sprinkles on
Mike
it.
was
Very
like,
light. Feel it. Just pick it up if he's not gonna eat it. Just get it.
yeah. Mike was like Betty fucking Crocker making this thing.
Oh,
Let me see. That is
right. There's like
it's bland.
It looks very
but
dry.
it's got a very it's like spongy.
Is it spongy?
It's not good.
Why would it be good? You cooked it in under 3 minutes.
It's like a dry sponge.
Yeah, it's really unpleasant mouthfeel.
Is the texture weird?
Yeah. It really feels like Like if someone were like, this is an edible sponge.
Yeah. Now, is this different than that? Is that a brownie and this was a cake?
Let's see. Chocolate cake. No, yes, that is a brownie. So they are different.
So let's...
By the way, can I tell you something?
50 milligrams of calcium, 12 grams of protein. Total sugars, 12 grams, including 7 grams of added sugar, which makes it 14%.
I'm dying to try the quesadilla, the level up quesadilla, because I
That
feel
is
like
better?
that might be good.
This is fried in vegetable oil, too, by the way. So that's even bad for the gut.
Yeah.
Vin tried the brownie.
The brownie's better, but only really because it's hotter.
It has more of a slimy texture.
I don't think saying, hey, this is slimy is going to sell anybody to feed these to their kids.
Emilio, try a chicken nugget.
Okay, let me try a nug. And I'm also going to try some mac and cheese.
Yes, try some mac and cheese.
All right, let's.
He's smelling it.
It really has no smell.
No bouquet?
No.
He's really masticating it now.
Ice cold.
Ice cold.
Really?
That we can't blame the product for that. That's my shabby.
No, but you're following the rules.
But you know, I might have gotten confused. There was a lot of steps here. We also have been let it sit for 8 minutes, and you have to eat this shit immediately.
Yeah.
So the chicken nugget is better than the popcorn chicken.
It's more chicken, right?
It's more chicken. The chicken tastes like chicken.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to try a little mac and cheese.
Now, what is this black thing on this chicken? Is that some...
That's probably a gizzard.
Yeah, or is it part of the brownie?
It's a gizzard.
I really hope it's not. Please move the mic away from your chewing mouth.
Yeah.
Emilio has tried the
Mac and cheese.
mac and cheese.
No, not good.
No?
What more adjectives?
It tastes like if
Yeah,
you
we'll
were.
get on that while
It
he's-
tastes like if you were going to eat oily cheese, like that. If you were to peel off the Kraft singles,
Yes.
that's what it tastes like. It doesn't have it's creamy, but it's not cheesy.
Vin is trying it now.
Yeah, it is creamy, but there's no profound
Cheesiness to it.
I gotta try it.
It's like a watery
Cheese.
mac and cheese.
Oil.
You know what it is? It's like a worse version of the Stouffer's mac and cheese.
It's a very empty flavor.
This whole
Does that
meal
make
is
sense
empty.
to you? Doesn't it feel like it's not like it's not there?
Yeah.
Try one of them nugs. Let's see.
Yeah.
Doug for Mr. Emilio, sorry, Mr. Vincent. You guys are so similar.
Kevin, I'm telling you, the nugget's better than the popcorn chicken.
I guess.
Let me tell you something though. If I were at home, alone, super hungry,
Crying.
crying, and not feeling ironic in any way, I might go, you know what? This is food.
This would almost be the best version of this.
Yeah.
Would be if you put the breading from the popcorn chicken on the
McNugget.
on the nuggets.
Yeah.
Because this has a little more like pepper on it that you can taste.
Yeah, no, what this looks like, just to me, it looks like, remember the old Burger King nuggets before they changed it and got rid of one of the most distinctive things they had?
So this wouldn't convince you to break your vegetarianism?
No, no. But they make very good frozen Impossible chicken nuggets that are just as bland as these. Emilio's going in for a second nugget.
Yeah, let's...
Guys enjoying the nuggets. You guys are enjoying the nuggets. I'm dying to try these.
It has a frozen taste to it, too.
That could be my fault, too. I had to travel from Staten Island. I had to take it all. I had to go all the way home.
You had to travel.
I had to travel to get it, then bring it all the way to Jen's house, put it in the freezer there, then bring it back to my house, then bring it here. So they may have started to thaw a little bit 7 or 8 times.
I don't know if that explains this or not, but I feel like the chicken nugget breaks apart instantly.
Okay, so we didn't look at the let's look at the nutritional
value,
facts for that. 440 calories. So you're saving yourself
470.
You're saving yourself some calories there.
Not many, though.
17 grams of fat, 20 cholesterol, sodium 620, super high sodium. Total carbohydrates 56 grams.
Not good.
That's crazy. How many was the last one for carbs? 62. Goddamn.
Should we each take a quesadilla since there's 3 of them?
There's more than
There's
three.
more
Oh,
than
there's
them.
more in 3. Should we
Can I tell you?
take one?
You're really eyeing those cases.
I'm eyeing
Well,
them. I think they might
all
be
get-
good.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I want to get us all in.
But
on
they
that
didn't
one.
smell good when you were cooking them.
Right.
in the probably non-BPA free plastic.
I want to know
fucking
why that
container.
one isn't blue like the other two.
Well, this is Level Up. So Level Up I
Okay.
think costs a little bit more.
So what?
and it
Because
looks
it's
like
level
there's
up,
more-
I can't have fun.
Yes.
Yes, it's
not allowed to have fun?
Mike, you try it first since they're all stuck together, by the way.
Okay.
Mike's got a great poker face right now, by the way.
It tastes good enough that I'm going to eat more.
All right. Well,
But it
now
doesn't
I'm
taste like
intrigued.
a
Hey,
quesadilla.
hand that over. Let's.
It tastes like someone took like nacho cheese, like the liquid nacho cheese.
Oh, this does not feel like a quesadilla.
No, this does not. No,
It's pita bread. It tastes like pita bread that you dip in nacho cheese.
you know what it smells like? If I was drunk and I went to a 7-Eleven and I got some sort of 7-Eleven bullshit when I was on the road back in the day, and there was nothing else, or I would go to Wawa.
I will say this is like easily the most acceptable thing,
Yeah, I would have this in a pan.
especially if you're a kid and you have like some kind of dip with this, like salsa.
That's what's missing here. It comes with it comes with a chocolate sauce for the fucking cookies, but it doesn't come with any any salsa or anything for the quesadilla.
So the breading itself tastes like a pizza bagel. And
I'm going in for more.
the cheese thing, whatever this gimmick is, I don't know what type of cheese this is, actually is the
Flash
most,
cheese.
Yeah.
but the most flavorful of the entire piece of what we're eating today is this has been the most flavorful thing.
But I want to stress by default by probably just being a real slice of cheese.
But
Well, cheese adjacent.
Yeah.
think
And
of
there's
this,
like a
though.
very tiny faint like nacho kick.
Yes. Think of this though. When you're kids, right, and this is marketed as kids for kids, you have a less sophisticated palate, right? Your tongue is literally different. As you age, your taste buds change. This is something I think a kid could like.
If I had to choose between these three, I think the cheesy quesadilla is the one that I would choose.
And there's like a hot chocolate sauce with it too.
Well, it looks cold now.
Now
with-
it's
With what do you call it?
like vanilla.
Vanilla,
wafers.
yeah.
Try one, Vincent.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
let's all get
Dunk it good. Dunk
Not
it
bad. That was not bad. That was not bad at all. Vin's now trying a cookie. That was
Yeah.
not bad.
Not bad.
The sauce could be a little thicker.
The chocolate sauce?
It's a little weirdly. Would you try it without the chocolate sauce?
No, because the cookie is also sugary.
It's got a good cocoa taste.
Is it cacao?
It is a level up. Guys, I'm going for this last quesadilla.
Yeah, it is.
Enjoy.
It is genuinely a level up.
Is it level
not a-
up in taste or is it just level up in size?
Both.
Guys.
Oh, wow. Mikey's dipping the chocolate sauce into the quesadilla. How's that tickle you, pickle?
This is the money shot.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad at all. We
Then
go.
take a
nugget and
take
dip
a
it in the
nugget
chocolate?
and dunk it into the chocolate. Vin.
What are we doing with our lives?
We're all college graduates.
Yeah.
All men of industry.
It's not going to be bad.
It's not.
Does it actually enhance the chicken?
It does because the chicken doesn't really taste like anything.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know what it is? It's almost like
It's the additives.
well, it's almost like an ASMR like mouthfeel kind of thing.
Pretty good fry.
You know what? I'm surprised that you didn't get a fry in one of the brownies, right? Because usually that happens.
Yes. That does usually.
So everything's just better with chocolate is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really no way to because with the brownie and the cake,
I'm not hating this.
because with the brownie and the cake, it's like you could microwave it for too long or too little, and it comes out.
But wouldn't
you
you
know what?
want to
Let
have
me-
a gooier cake?
Let me try putting this.
But you bypass all of that by just going right for the chocolate.
I'm putting this bland ass cake into the chocolate sauce and see if we get something going here. Much more acceptable.
Yeah.
Much more acceptable.
Well, what tastes chocolate? The chocolate sauce or it all comes
that
together?
tastes like a sponge.
Okay.
So it's like
The
if you
chocolate
put
sauce is doing
sauce
heavy
on a
lifting.
sponge.
It seems like this entire level up meal did all the heavy lifting in this
Yeah,
episode.
no, is it, when it comes to the level up, I am hogtied and heaven sent with that.
Also, Level Up does come with a Galaxy game with a
QR code?
yeah.
It sucks. I tried it.
Yeah, what was it?
It's literally just like a flash game where you move left and right and like have to avoid like space debris.
Yeah, but this is for kids. Ma, I need the
Like,
phone.
you can't have them, like, at least they can't shoot with the spaceship.
No, they gotta.
right.
They have to learn
Like
their
a
left.
baby?
They have to
Like-
learn their left from their rights.
No,
if I'm a
this is-
6-year-old
level up.
eating this,
No, the level up is for like 8 to 10.
how do you
Guys,
how do you
I'm
know
gonna
that?
Finish these cookies real quick.
Enjoy. How do you know that the level up is for 8 to 10-year-olds?
I don't know. Does it say what the level up? Like, if you're like, should we be eating this? Is
What is it?
is
What
Senor
do you mean should we be eating?
is-
Like it does. It's
Are we allowed?
yeah.
is Senor
I'm
Cuisine
not
or whatever
allowed.
the penguin's name is? What is the penguin's name?
Chili Willy.
I have
Chili-
questions.
no.
I have questions about that. So there's a penguin mascot. Was that always the case?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like it's very generic. Penguins.
Well, frozen food.
Oh.
Yeah.
Duh.
All right, Don Draper over here.
Fucking duh.
All
If
right,
I was-
Madison Avenue.
If I was sitting there drinking my martinis and just slapping secretaries on the behind
Yeah.
in 1950,
Like,
I'd be
guys,
like,
come on.
I'd be like, we need a mascot.
Frozen, what wasn't frozen animals? Penguin. Boom.
Boom, we got it. Done.
John-
Polar bear. How you doing?
John J. Cuisine is in your office. He's an old man with gray hair. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take this fucking account away from you if you don't crack this.
Exactly. J. Jonah Swanson's going to be.
And then Larry Tate goes to fucking Samantha Stevens' house. She wiggles her nose and magically Darren figures it out and cracks the code.
Advertising executive is a big sitcom job. You know what I mean?
I know. Uncle
And
Jesse
architects?
and Uncle Jesse and Joey were that. Oh, and also newspaper cartoonist was a big one back
Yes.
in the sitcom days. Let's see. So I'm on.
Well,
the-
his name.
Former sports star.
So the Kid Cuisine penguin's name is KC for Kid Cuisine.
Yeah, and then there was also a different one for a while. His name was BJ, and then there was also a polar bear named the Chef.
The chef.
A chef.
Yeah, and he used to wear a little chef's hat. Kids Cuisine is what its own marketing agency in the 1990s and 2000s described as a kid-driven request item that is children would ask their parents to buy
On the
these.
wiki?
I'm telling you, when I seen these in the frozen food section in Wall Bombs when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I would tell my mother because of the creative packaging,
Yeah.
Ma,
Yeah.
can we get this?
3 to 10 years old, it says here. It's aimed at.
Can you imagine giving this shit to a 3-year-old?
Kids Cuisine relies on
child take it away.
Kids Cuisine relies on advertising with TV and movie characters including The Avengers, Frozen, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Hello Kitty.
Okay. Wait, could you give me? You're on the wiki?
Yes,
Or
I
is
am.
that their corporate site?
No, it's the Wick.
I'm on the
That's the Wick.
What year? When does it start?
1990.
1990.
April 1989.
I was 6.
36 years ago. The parent company is ConAgra.
Yeah.
The first movie was 1989, marketed ConAgra Foods.
What does this even mean? In 2022, Kid Cuisine changed their logo and mascot to a simpler logo, and Casey is now depicted as, quote, a more realistic penguin than the animated version.
Yeah,
Is
because
that more realistic?
Casey right here, yes.
He's got a basketball.
He looks like the character from Happy Feet.
He does.
That's more realistic. That's what the kids
Yes, I
want.
suppose. That's what the kids want. Happy Feet.
My thing is this, they give the wrong times to cook these things in the microwave.
Well, microwave times may vary.
Yeah.
I just don't like the fact that it's like, hey, don't remove the plastic film when we're heating this up to 165 degrees.
Well, some things you can have, some things you can't.
Like even this, preheat the oven to 350, cut and remove film from tray except over sauce, remove cookies, cook meal on baking sheet in center oven for 25 to 28 minutes. Check the food is cooked thoroughly to 165. Be careful, it's hot. Let sit for 2 minutes. Stir the sauce and enjoy.
Hey, kid, watch
I
out.
never
It's
let-
hot.
I never let anything sit for 2 minutes.
So so I have the full list of current meals. So
Wait, before you do that, we never did the nutrition facts for the level up.
oh boy.
Calories is 590, total fat 19, sodium 1100, 80 carbs.
You'll level up
22
your
grams of
sodium with
protein.
this.
That's
This
good
is
It's good protein.
oh, it's keto.
It's good.
It is keto.
Guys, it's got 40% of your daily calcium, 30% of your iron, and 50% of your daily potassium.
It's just like eating Greek yogurt.
Well, vegans and vegetarians, if you're in a pinch, this is perfect for you.
So we had three.
Definitely not vegan.
So we had three. So we had the All-Star Nuggets, the popcorn chicken, and the Level Up cheese quesadilla.
You fucking bet we did.
What we missed out on were the mini corn dogs, and then the rest of these are Level Up. So they're really going on the Level Up branding.
The one with the blue Vicodin looked really good.
Yeah, that one's outdated. That one.
Oh, they don't do this. It's like these blue cookies. They're like
Yeah.
rainbow.
They look like
Like a
Vicodin.
My Little Pony branded thing.
Yeah.
But so we got the Level Up cheese quesadilla. We missed out on the Level Up mac and cheese bites.
Ooh, I wanted that. I would try.
The Level Up Dino Nuggets, which I'm assuming are just the nuggets we had.
More white.
More white
More
meat.
white people. Level Up shark shaped fish sticks.
Oh,
Bet you they taste like the chicken nuggets.
so they do other protein besides chicken.
Yeah, I assumed it was
Shark?
just like Subway where everything's fucking.
Wait, they don't
turkey.
do hamburgers or pizza?
That's
They
what I'm
used
saying.
to.
There's no red meat.
They used to though. I remember they had one that was like two little like sliders,
Okay, I don't remember that.
and they
at all.
definitely had like a Shrek spaghetti one I keep seeing online.
Shrek.
That was very, later in the
So they'd have
kids
special
cuisine
times
rundown.
of-
Yes.
Let me see something. When was?
I'm surprised there hasn't. I mean, I'm sure there's like smaller brands that have done it every once in a while, but there's never really been a big competitor to Kid Cuisine.
Well, not a big one, no. But there's definitely been other ones. Like when I was a kid, in the height of Ninja Turtle mania, there were little Ninja Turtle. They were like little round personal pizzas.
Yeah.
And I remember, because I ate a lot of Elio's pizza.
Same.
Oh yeah.
Same.
Lots of Elio's pizza. And that's something good to put in the oven, too.
Yes. That's the only way to do it.
But I remember liking it more than Elio's. Now, it could have been just because of the turtles. But I remember really liking it. I have a distinct... I don't remember what it tastes like, but I remember tasting it, if that makes sense.
It's like how
I remember
Elio's
watching Captain
has
Lou
a
Albano
distinct flavor.
doing the Mario, where my grandma was watching me. My parents were both at work, and grandma made us some fucking personal Ninja Turtles pizza while we watched Captain Lou.
So
do his
your
thing.
Italian grandmother.
No, this was my English grandmother.
Oh, so she didn't care.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Not my Italian grandmother would never do something.
Yeah, no, my Protestant grandma would. My Italian grandma would.
So they also changed the
Yeah.
the food, a lot of it, because by 2010,
They found most of it was pigeon feet.
yes,
Yeah.
they said the cheeseburgers or mac and cheese served with corn or gummy candy questioned the obesity epidemic took center stage, and Congra developed new marketing techniques to convince mothers to buy these products for their children with the slogan, "The more you know, the less you know." N-O. Okay?
That's weird.
Um,
So wait, this is the improved version?
yes. Yes, they...
What was it before? This is breaded fried chicken. Is the corn is the only thing that's even, and corn has no nutritional value.
No nutritional value. They said minor nutritional tweaks like using whole grain flour for the breading of the chicken nuggets, in addition to brand changes like the mascot, ran an ad campaign aimed directly at children, which included games, and you could sign up to win prizes.
I see.
What kind of prizes? Like the Marlboro Man? It's like
Guys, listen to this. The very first frozen dinners were introduced by the company C.A. Swanson and Son in 1953. The first commercial product was turkey, cornbread dressing, peas, and sweet potatoes in a 3-compartment aluminum tray.
and you know what? I bet that original one tasted fucking
Incredible.
amazing. Yeah.
I bet you somebody
Well, the
still has
earliest
one
TV
sitting in
dinners-
his...
They look incredible. If you've ever looked up pictures of like 50s and 60s TV dinners, they look incredible.
Well, those, even though they were TV dinners and they were like kind of meant to be fast, those weren't made for microwaves.
No, because
Those were
microwaves didn't
made
really.
For the oven. They were
Yeah,
made
those
for
are
the
made
oven.
For oven.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just put the whole thing. There is not all right. Here's what's impressive about it.
What?
You are like baking something while you're cooking some different thing. The fact that like they figure it out. Look, none of it's good, but the fact that that is something amazing.
And
I mean,
also, if you actually did put, because every once in a blue moon, we would put it in the oven.
yeah.
And it did taste significantly better in the oven.
Look, we're being snarky, but let's think about this. This shit was $4. If I am a working class person and I'm tired because I just fucking worked all day and my shitty kids need to eat, this is something. It doesn't take a lot of time. Doesn't take time away from being with my kids, and it's fairly cheap.
I think I would rather do beefaroni and Chef Boyardee.
I mean, that's the same boat. You could do that.
I mean, how much better do you think that shit?
I mean, there's another episode for us to eat.
You could do SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs and listen, I don't know if it's the nostalgia thing, but when I was a kid, I remember this was delicious. And as an adult, no. Now, again, I think a lot of it does change because of everything has a preservative in it now. I want to try a Hungry Man.
Yeah.
That seems seems like a stick to your ribs one.
Yeah, it's definitely
because they market it more towards like, oh, you get real food, like a backyard barbecue. Hungry Man.
I'm wondering if anybody that listens and you collect random stuff, do you have a TV dinner from the 90s in your freezer, or do you have one from the 50s? Because I would love to see what they look like.
Should we contact Dinosaur Dracula?
He has to have something.
Guys, I bet the 90s had just as much preservatives.
I don't think so. I think it's gotten worse.
I mean, perhaps it has gotten worse, but the 90s wasn't salad days. I mean, it's the 90s was, in some ways the heyday of this kind of shit.
I know. It was all Princess Di and OJ.
It's something, man, because I'm just looking at this and everything's in soybean, vegetable oil, artificial flavors, citric acid, zachnum gum.
But let me play devil's advocate here. What you're getting, I think,
the good riboflavin.
Yeah, you like your kids like your riboflavin.
I think what you're getting, and I think this is also true for cereal, is an experience, right? Like the package, the colors, the penguin, right? Think about like how kids will eat cereal and then stare at the cereal box. It's like, not to sound like Don Draper myself, but it's like an experience. I mean, you saw there in the history, they originally marketed themselves as like a Happy Meal at home. So they already are aligning themselves with something that was already in the market as being just for kids.
Yeah, because remember, you just...
Remember...
You just cooked up a memory, right?
Yes.
Where you said that you would eat those personal turtle pan pizzas with your grandmother watching you, cowabunga, and then you're watching Captain Lou do the Mario, right?
Yeah.
Vin remembers eating Stouffer's in his house. I remember begging my mom in the supermarket after we went to Palmer Video to get one of these.
Uh-huh.
So it's like it's indicative to the memory in which... it's targeting us because, we needed, as kids, it was all about the dopamine rush.
Sure. I mean, PCMC in general
is a dopamine podcast.
It's nostalgia is a big part of things. How nutritious, you could make the argument that these are as technically nutritious as, Masters of the Universe is artistically nutritious.
I think Masters of the Universe 200X is way more artistically.
So I realize this does the thing that, I forget who mentions it, but there's a thing where anything in the store marketed to kids, food-wise, look on cereal boxes, it'll do this. The mascot is always up on the top looking down at the kids.
Right. It's like looking the kid in the eye.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up when you notice that, right?
And it follows you, too. Casey the penguin follows you as you're in the frozen food aisle saying, "Eat me."
Oh, he's my sleep paralysis.
Eat me. You want this popcorn chicken?
Well, what about the Sunshine Band or whatever?
Do a little dance. Eat a Kid Cuisine. Then shit your pants.
Emilio, so with these, you liked it as a kid, specifically Kid Cuisine.
Yeah, I did.
What did you eat? Because these are
the burgers, the mac and cheese.
Burgers, the mac and cheese.
Yeah, I remember those specifically. The burgers and the mac and cheese. Yeah.
Do you remember like brownies and stuff?
Oh yeah, that was always in there. But instead of putting the packet of the sprinkles on, it was already in the batter.
Okay. Yeah.
So all you did was just set it and forget it. But we didn't use the microwave. I remember distinctly my mother would cook them in the.
But how? If they're plastic, won't they melt?
No, they weren't plastic back then.
In the 90s, they weren't plastic?
They weren't these. They were like these tins.
Did you quantum leap jump from the 40s to
No, yeah, I remember them being plastic.
No, they weren't. No, because
Would you take them out of the plastic?
yes.
See, that's more insane than just eating. Oh, wow, look. There's an...
What?
KC is on there. Like, he's there at the bottom.
Oh yeah, look. Once you finish your meal,
There's an imprint to him.
Oh,
is that
boy.
it looks like Woody Woodpecker actually.
Yes, it does look like Woody Woodpecker.
No.
Kid Cuisine. Yeah, is that KC?
Yeah.
The level up one doesn't have it. Again, it's for sophisticates.
Now, Vin, because we've been recording for some time now, and this food is ice cold, try the chicken nugget.
Try the chicken nugget. I tried ice cold.
Yeah, try it ice cold.
Bottom is like, it's got that like, I don't even know what you call it. Like it's,
The corn does not look appetizing. How bad?
it just like falls apart in your mouth.
Yeah, if you would eat styrofoam.
Styrofoam would hold together better than this.
I'm gonna try a popcorn chicken cold. Let's see.
Gonna have belly aches tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what, though, I used to love a lot as a kid? Swanson's Salisbury steak. To me, that is like
What's the quintessential?
Yeah, that's like the platonic.
Because you would never eat Salisbury steak anywhere else.
I don't know where you would get Salisbury steak outside of a TV dinner.
Right.
No.
Like, I imagine, like, there's got to be some place in the world that makes it, and it's probably great compared to what I've had, but I've never had it anywhere but frozen.
Anywhere else, you would just get a meatloaf.
Right.
Or you would get a burger patty
But there
you
is
get a
something specific
burger
about
or a
that
steak.
sauce.
slathered in
Oh,
some
yeah,
sort
with
of
the- with-
gravy.
Yeah. Have like some gravy with mushrooms.
See, another Swanson that I liked a lot was the fried chicken wings on the bone.
Yes.
There'd be like 3 of them. You'd have the corn and then mashed potatoes.
Well, it's like the Hungry Man. You get like a little drumstick
Yeah.
and then like a big like piece of breast.
Yeah.
I feel like Banquet has usurped Swanson.
I can't remember if I've ever had a banquet.
I feel like you see them more. They're the red boxes. And They're
Okay.
like super cheap. They're like $1 something.
No, it's interesting though. When I was going to preparing for this podcast, when I was finding these, you don't find a lot. Like when you go into the frozen food aisle, even like prepared stuff, you don't find stuff like this that much anymore. Like where it's like an entree, a side, and a thing. Like you find a lot of like Hot Pockets, a lot of frozen fry, like specific things that you
Single-
can pair with other things.
Single things, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I remember coming home from school, making myself some bagel bites or Tortino's pizza rolls, eating those after school.
Oh
at
my god,
2:30.
the way they would burn your mouth like
Yeah.
Burn the
hot
top
lava.
of your mouth, right? I would watch The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross,
Yeah,
take a nap, wake up and watch TRL. That was my,
nice.
yeah. But the roof of your mouth, because it was either you microwave them for too long or you microwave them for such a short
there was no
time.
perfect-
There was no perfect.
It was like making a souffle.
Yes, you had to
It
be
was-
real careful walking around it.
Yeah. I love that, and I loved the bagel bites.
Oh, well, yeah. Bagel bites.
I mean,
Classic.
with pizza's on a bagel, you have
You
pizza.
eat at any time.
Yeah, and like a sleeve of those motherfuckers. Like when I was like 13, 14, my cousin Brendan would like sleep over my house.
Oh, no one can stop you.
We'd fucking fire up, and we'd go to Costco and get like the fucking 7,000 pack.
Yeah.
Me and Brendan would fire up a couple plates of those, watch some Monster Vision on TNT. We were having a great old time.
That's just two cousins just gorging themselves.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Bob Briggs and some bagel bites.
That's it.
Absolutely. Bagel bites and a nice cut for TV horror movie.
Yeah, nice Zachary.
Can't go wrong. No, and then there's Hot Pockets, of course.
Well, the Hot Pockets took the world by storm in the mid-90s.
Yes.
Where you're getting, like, I remember seeing chunks of ham and yellow cheese
you know what it is? They got
conveniently in a flaky crust.
Well, they made the smart move to do lean pockets,
Yes.
and that was like a big thing.
Chicken and broccoli.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, no, but Vin's onto something. There was a turn where they were like Weight Watchers did shit too. Like there was a turn
That's
towards
when the
like
smart ones
healthy.
meals.
Yeah.
Because those are still around today. The smart ones.
Really?
Those had the
A lean pocket still around?
I think so. Maybe.
The broccoli and cheese lean pocket was not bad.
That was good.
That was not bad.
No, I remember
It
them.
had the little plastic. I feel like we're doing Jim Gaffigan's act, but
yeah.
Do you remember like it would have like the plastic like reflective shit?
Yeah, you had to heat it up in the pocket.
Yeah.
You would put it in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you would microwave the case or put it in the oven, and then it would cook it, and you would get like a crispy brown.
You're getting
it's like
microplastics with all of this.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like the moms on a diet special. You'd have the lean pocket, and you'd get the those cookies, the snack wells.
Yes.
That were like the fake marshmallow with chocolate.
Yeah.
No wonder why testosterone levels have dropped so much.
Yeah, we need to be more like that kid on TikTok that eats the steak and like
Yeah.
his test.
Yeah, I know that kid. He's like, guys, if you're not tapped in eating grass-fed, grass-finished.
Yeah, do you know what we're talking? There's like this kid on TikTok who's like,
That's about peptides.
no, he'll be like, oh, I just gotta have the taquitos and the Gatorade. Psych. You got to eat a steak and some water, boost your test.
Really?
Yeah, you would hate this kid. You would want to punch him in the face because he is smug. Bro, tap in.
Yeah,
she doesn't make
boost
videos
your
out of
test.
Boost your test, Mike. Eat a steak with peach.
How old is this kid?
18. He claims he's 18,
so
but
then
he
he
looks
must already have testosterone
like he's 10.
like a little twerp.
But he looks like he's 10.
I mean, when you're in your teen years, your testosterone is through the roof no matter what.
Nah, his kid's like super religious and like always preaching like, oh, you got to get right with God and boost your test. Like,
guys,
I don't know how religion and test work together, but
I
hey.
don't know.
Guys, has anyone here tested their testosterone?
Oh yeah.
How you looking?
Okay, so true story.
Okay.
When I was vegan and I was run down, my test levels were low 400.
This took a very weird turn.
Now wait, hear me out. When I started eating meat again and lifting heavy weights, basically squatting and deadlifting and all that, my test levels are now 800.
Wow.
My doctor looked at me and goes, "What are you doing?" and I'm like, "What do you mean?" They go, "This isn't right." I go, "Are you accusing me of doing TRT?"
It's like that twisted.
And she was like, "Yeah, I'm accusing you of doing TRT." I was like, "Honestly, no, I'm not doing. I would tell you if I'm doing TRT." I told her, as a matter of fact, I told her if the test levels were low today, I was going to start to pay you to give me TRT shots. She goes, "Well, you can't get them now." So yeah, it's 800. It's red. It's honestly, it's red meat. It's good sleep, and it's lifting heavy weights.
Mine is very low. The last time I had it tested, and it was like right over like the red zone, like right over like a problem. And it's because I take Prozac, which lowers it.
Right.
So I've cut my Prozac in half since this test, and not me cut it on my own, with my doctor cut it in half. And I also work out more and lift. So I think it's gotten better.
But how's your sleepy time?
My sleep's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my sleep's okay.
Okay.
What has this turned into, this podcast?
No, because I made the joke that if you eat this food, you know,
I just want to talk about testosterone with the boys.
It makes
all just a ruse to get
right, but it makes it sounds like a Joe Rogan episode.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm not saying guys buy some.
You're the liver king now.
Guys, buy some PCMC branded shark fin.
Yeah, buy some PCMC HGH.
Mike is selling PCMC peptides. No, but it's because of listen, you get the clever little blue package, and it's probably microplastics, and this is the stuff that lowers the testosterone and increases the estrogen, and in the women, it lowers the estrogen and increases, you know, so it's like you get sick when you're eating this stuff.
But there's also, you do have to admit though, right? As a man in his 40s, your testosterone
drops.
It's supposed to go down.
It does.
It's supposed to.
It
because
is.
We're supposed to get wiser.
But it's not supposed to. But it's not supposed to go down to the point where you're almost in the low, in the danger zone.
Being heavy will lower it too. And in America, a lot of us are fat.
I think also too. I know me. I was pushing my life to the limit at that point, working and not sleeping. And Vin knows because I used to call Vin all the time when I was on the road, and it would be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and Vin's like, "Yo, have you slept?" I was like, "I haven't slept in like almost 2 days."
Oh well, of course that's gonna fuck it up.
So you know, and then I also wasn't eating I wasn't getting the proper nutrition while I was on the road either, because you know, let's face it. If you're in, let's say, Boise, Idaho, or Butte, Montana, do you really think they're going to have vegan or vegetarian options? No. Fucking the steaks moo on the plate when you go to the places like that.
America's Georgia. You can't.
No, when I was in America's Georgia, there was no type of vegetarian cuisine. It was just like, we grill it, we kill it, and we throw it on a plate.
Which is what they clearly did.
Which was they clearly did here. So.
Like, what if you... Like, so let's assume for a second reincarnation is real. Or like, there is an afterlife.
What are we going to come back as a kid's cuisine?
No, I'm thinking like, so a chicken dies and it's like looking down at like, oh, what happened to me? Did I like feed a family? It's like, no, you became the popcorn chicken in a kid cuisine.
I mean, some kid is, he's getting sustenance from it. I'm sure if a chicken moralizes its death posthumously,
Maybe.
or not, it wouldn't be posthumous because human means human, but postchickenously, hey, I mean, not to get all vegetarian on you, but try to not be offensive. The what we do to chickens, what humans do to chickens,
it's terrible.
Is nightmarish.
No, but they're so delicious.
But also too, I don't know if you've seen it, but if you see it, they talk about that, guys our age or even younger in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, they look like they were in their 40s when they were 18. Yeah. I remember going to high school the first day. I remember going into Port Richmond High School the first day, walking in. I was literally probably 90 pounds, super skinny, very, very young looking. I looked like a baby, still playing with action figures. I think I was still sleeping with stuffed animal at that point.
Still play with action figures.
I still sleep with a stuffed animal. And walking in and then seeing as the bell changed, just these grown-ups, these grown men.
Yeah.
And they were 18 years old.
That's when I was
one had a tattoo and a scar on his face.
That's like, I remember being in grade school and like the third or fourth floor on the building was like where the upper grades were, like the 8th graders. And even that was like, wow.
Well, it's because you were little kids. Now we see 18-year-olds and it's like, who is this child?
Who is this child?
Yeah. Who is this young child?
Who is this baby?
Who's this little nerdlinger?
So now that it's been like
poisoned our bodies.
It's been almost an hour since we've ingested. How are you feeling? How is it sitting in you?
My belly's fine, but I have a headache. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I do have a little bit of a headache, like a salt, like when you eat too much salt.
Interesting. I don't have a headache
because you didn't eat the meat,
but
or whatever is
probably true.
Whatever it's called meat.
But my stomach doesn't feel great.
So you're gonna have to do cacaredo.
It feels like something's in there.
It's something
is in there.
But it doesn't feel like
poison.
Like food, like nutrients are coming out of it.
No, there's a ghoulie inside.
Yeah, there's a ghoulie inside of me.
Something's gonna pop out of you later where you're gonna shit your pants and go, Kid Cuisine! I remember the first time I had Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And
what a magical moment.
Well, I was mukbanging with Renee Paquette on her podcast because I never had it before. And she was like, what?
You were like 39 when you first had...
I love 39. I had it today.
I was 39 when I first had Taco Bell. And that was the last time I had Taco Bell.
I was going to say, you missed the window on Taco Bell.
And my stomach hurt so bad that I had to... I all the nonsense.
See, I eat Taco Bell all the time, but
she ordered...
I don't...
She ordered the entire... I feel like she ordered the entire menu. And we ate quesaritos. What was those things? Those cheesy... Chalupas, the Supremes. All of the stuff. Yeah. The cheesy burrito steak with the carne asada.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever she ordered, we ate. Yeah. And when I tell you, the rest of the night, stomach pains galore.
Oh, of course.
I had a couple of BMs that night, bud.
It's the best fast food for vegetarians. I like today I had it for dinner. I had a
so you're just eating a whole bunch of bullshit tonight.
Nice kid cuisine.
Yeah. What did I have? Crunchy. What is this? What's that shit called? It's like
a crunchy burrito supreme.
Yeah, I had a crunch wrap with 2 types of beans, lettuce, tomato, onion.
Did you ever put the potatoes in the
potato? Sometimes I do rice, but I didn't feel like rice tonight. I usually don't put any sauce or cheese or anything.
What's better, that or Chipotle?
Chipotle, you could basically just get rice, beans, and vegetables, so that's probably better. Like you're not having the carbs of like
isn't Chipotle like it's low key like worse for you because people have like bigger portions because they think it's healthier?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Whereas like Taco Bell, it's kind of like it is what it is.
It's not healthy.
No, neither of them are healthy, but like it's one of those things where people think Chipotle is like the healthier option. Well, that's so they go to Chipotle and they get like these big burritos and thinking like, oh, but it's got like real chicken and stuff and it's just like pumped full of salt.
Yeah.
Well, that's like people
like this 90s.
food.
Yeah.
People in the 90s thought Subway was healthy because that freaking pedophile would have was the Subway mascot, but he only would eat like
But you would have like one sandwich a day.
Yeah, and a 6-inch with just turkey. Like he had nothing like what they had. But I remember people would eat all sorts of Subway sandwiches. Like this is healthy, and it's like no, it isn't.
No, well, everybody's a gavone. That's why.
Well, it's
Well, they had the
capitalism, baby.
$5
Like
football.
everything gets more and more and more.
Yeah. It's like that episode of The Simpsons when you would see a cutaway to lunch lady Doris and she's putting a gym mat into the meat grinder.
There's very little meat in these gym mats.
Ben gets it. That's what I think these chickens are.
I mean, if we really want to talk about bad food,
Gym mat chicken?
no, just the school food, and it's amazing. You'll see like what they give kids in like France and like other
It's completely
countries,
different.
and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you actually care about your children. Like here in America, it's like this shit basically. It's just larger portions of this garbage.
Well, that's like, and listen, not to get political, but when the Obamas were in office, Michelle Obama, like her pet project was making kids healthier. And there was like a huge backlash.
Oh, everyone hated her for
it. Was like, how dare you tell my kid what to eat? Like they wanted to get sodas out of school.
Right.
Like, how dare you tell my kid he can't like buy a soda?
Soda's so bad for him.
But like the changes they were actually making were like great. Like it was like your kid was allowed unlimited fruits and vegetables.
You know
it's
how
all the bullshit about freedom. Like I want to be free to choose the things that large corporations want me to choose.
Well, that's the
Yeah, it's
thing
like-
now.
like,
Even
it's not-
nowadays.
but no one was asking like, well, why is Pepsi infiltrating my public school?
Well, even
Right.
nowadays,
Well,
if
also
you look
she
at
was
it,
a black lady, and people are like, no, the black lady can't do things.
if you look at it now, even soda, right? Mike brought up soda before. Now they all have those gut biome sodas that are healthy, the probiotic sodas. Those are not good for you either. And they don't have all the probiotic.
You're better off just drinking
value?
a regular fucking soda.
You're better off just not drinking soda.
Right, but like
Mexican
if you're
soda?
going to, but like the whole point is like, if you recognize that soda is like it's a treat. If you recognize it as a treat,
I feel like Vin, the people that drink soda. Like I know very few people that are like, I'm gonna have one soda on a Friday night. Like I feel like soda drinkers, it's their water.
I guess I've been like weaning myself off soda.
Well, you're a soda guy?
No, but like every once in a while I would get in a kick of like, oh, I kind of like crave a soda. And then it's
That's
like once
not
you
bad.
have one, you can kind of like get in the habit of like, well, let me have another and another.
Well, sugar's addictive.
Sugar's addicting.
Right.
But like if you truly treat it like a treat, where it's almost like I'm having this, you almost have to treat it like a dessert. But again, people don't treat dessert like dessert anymore.
Right.
But if you did, then it's like, okay, you could have one. But like getting the probiotic one,
It's not.
like, what do you even?
Well, there's no real probiotic.
That's just the current buzzword.
Yeah.
Right, like if you really
in the
want
past, it was like low
probiotics,
fat,
like,
low sugar,
you gotta
low
do
take a
this.
kombucha.
vitamin and eat more like vegetables.
Well, you got to also drink a kombucha.
Well, yeah, kombucha has because that actually has the
Right.
actual.
But
probiotic.
I will say this though: when you do have agita, a cold ginger ale.
Oh well, yeah. Well, that's a whole
Helps.
If you're sick,
I love seltzer water, club sodas.
Same.
I love
Same.
it.
well, yeah. If you're sick, ginger like you throw all that out the window. You grab a ginger ale.
Yeah. 'cause
Or
it
a
helps-
Pedialyte, which has all that sugar in it too.
Yeah.
So what did we learn eating these?
I don't think we learned anything we didn't already know.
Is nostalgia just a kick in the dick, and we're once again let down by the thing that brought us joy as a child, and that we ate a lot of microplastics?
Well, as somebody who drinks coffee from a Keurig, I have microplastics every day to start my.
Well, no wonder why you have low testosterone. Let's not blame it on the. Let's not blame it on the
I know,
Prozac.
it's in your blood.
We're gonna
it's in
blame
your
it on
balls.
the. We're gonna blame it on the Keurig.
No, so I want to frame it in a nicer way, because I do think it taps into the larger project of PCMC.
Mm-hmm.
There's like I think it's a Yiddish saying, but
Okay.
it's not. But I probably don't. I don't know it in Yiddish. I know the English way of saying it.
We'll say it in English.
It's like it was good, but good that it was.
Right.
Like
Makes sense.
we don't have to do this anymore.
No.
But it was good, right? When we were
Yeah.
kids, like this was good.
Yeah, making wheels out of stone and that was good when it was good.
Right. I just rather take my finished beef and just cook on a slab of
I
stone.
mean, of course, it's always better to.
You know, no. But if I'm in a pinch, and let's say I am in
Bro, if you were starving,
You got to eat
that
it.
would save your life.
You got to do it. You got to do it, and you'll probably eat it and be like, "Wow, this is incredible." You know,
and you get to play a game.
Vin, scan this one. See what this game.
Yeah, there's a basketball game on this one and a soccer game on
boy.
the other one.
Yeah.
Let's do the basketball game. Let's see what bullshit flash game this is.
Can you imagine, like, you go to school, like, you like to, like, learn about this shit, and it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm working at PS5. I'm, like, working on Resident Evil. It's awesome. What do you do? Oh, I work for Kid Cuisine?
I make the games for Kid Cuisine.
Yeah. I just worked on some basketball games.
I bet you they pay really well.
Oh, it's like an augmented reality thing. Where
Oh, shit.
See, I bet you they pay well. Kevin, shoot it in the hole.
That's actually don't look like a bad game.
No, this one is like significantly better.
It's like one of those, what do you call it, games?
like Papa Shot.
Yeah.
So now when you X
like,
out of that, will you be able to play it later? Or no, you'll have to take the box home and scan the box.
Yeah. Well, it's just a link, so I could just save the link.
Do you remember, what was it? Remember when Independence Day came out? Was it the action figures that had
The floppy disks.
the flop? Yeah. Was that the toys that had them?
Yes, that was the toys because I had the alien that the
Yeah.
head opened up.
Yeah. Remember that was
I'm
like.
surprised you remember because I've never been able to find someone who remembers that.
Oh, I remember that. We were
feel like
like,
I was
oh
the
my
only
God,
one
it
that
comes
had
with a
that.
game.
Yeah, and the game sucked. It didn't
it was
even
awful.
work.
I was
terrible.
never into those toys, so I don't know what you're talking about.
ID4 Independence Day?
Yeah, basically the ID4 Independence Day action figures came with like different floppy disks.
Yeah.
But they were like, even the floppy disks looked cool because they were like a translucent blue color.
Yes.
And like when you put them in, it was like it wasn't really a game, right? It was more like a visual novel kind of thing.
Yes.
It was like one of those like activity things
Yeah.
where it's like click around the spaceship. And
Yeah.
But Independence Day.
Yes. And it was exciting.
It was thrilling
to
for
buy one
1996.
thing. Yes, exactly. All
That's
right.
like, do you remember the Star Wars toys of like the Comtech?
Yes.
Where they had like little audio clips.
Vin, that's a perfect segue for what we're going to talk about next week.
Oh my
And we'll leave that as a little, what we call in the business, a tease.
You're going to love it.
Guys, this has been
An episode.
I love hanging out with the boys and just cracking open some cold ones.
You crack open some cold frozen dinner.
That's it. If you like,
Crack open a cold one. And by cold one, I mean nuggets.
Saturdays are for the boys.
Let's go through these popcorn chicken at cars and
cars.
break the
Yeah, let's do
windshields.
it.
I was joined today. This is PCMC. We come out every Wednesday. We have, since the beginning of time, we will to the end of time. I was joined today by Mr. Vin Forte.
Should we cap this off should we do mac and cheese and the brownie and the corn?
Yeah, if
do
you
it,
want to
'cause I'm
throw
done.
up. If we end,
I'm finished.
we end this episode by Vin throwing up.
Let's do something really dumb. I don't know why I'm saying let's, as in like all of us.
No,
No,
you're
it's-
doing
this
you're
is your
doing
bit
it.
and
It's
you're
your
doing it.
bit. You're committing to the bit. Do it for the plot.
It probably doesn't taste like anything.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Like, yeah,
It's
it
like
would be
the-
gross
like
if
the
they all
watery-
tasted like shit.
Right, if they actually tasted like something, I would be disgusted. But like the mac and cheese tastes like nothing, the brownie tastes like nothing, and the corn is just fucking corn.
And that's Vin Forte. Amelia, you want to do something stupid on the way out?
No, I'm good. I mean, let's see if I can
wanna-
throw. I want to see if I can throw a popcorn chicken into Vin's mouth, like a seal throwing a
No.
like somebody from SeaWorld throwing
we all dip. You dip it in the sauce now.
I'm not eating chocolate. I gave it up for Lent.
Oh, okay.
What part of this don't you understand?
Yeah.
And this chicken is ice cold in the center. Feel that?
Yeah, what do we?
Feel this?
Wow, yeah.
It is ice.
Well, Mikey's gonna give us botulism or
Yeah.
some sort of E. coli.
When you had it an hour ago, was it frozen?
Probably. We just ate them because, again, committing to the bit.
Yeah, you should sneak that into a nice bolognese.
Yeah.
Eat it to your dad or something.
My dad will look at me like, "What the fuck is this? What are we eating?"
Do you guys have anything you want to plug?
Oh yeah,
or,
follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram at Emilio Sparks. I'm also on TikTok as well. If you want to see my latest TikTok, which was me doing a video in the snow while Simon and Garfunkel plays, I think you'll be highly
How
entertained.
are your views on that?
I got I think 800 views.
Nice.
You can follow me on Instagram at VinForteNYC, where my last reel was that like 90s,
Yes.
like in the 90s challenge. And also on Blue Sky, VinForte.Blue Sky, whatever.
Okay. We end every episode by saying,
Go bye-bye.